Welcome to Lessons with Wesley. If this found you, it was meant to. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and breathe. You're entering a sacred space of tarot, of oracle, meditations, ogham, and soul-centered wisdom. There are no coincidences here, only invitations. Lessons with Wesley.
All right, everyone. Welcome to episode 38, A Quiet Offering. Receive what is meant for you. I hope y'all are doing well this Monday morning. I took a couple of weeks off. I had a great spring break. I hope y'all had a good time. Honestly, the last 2 weeks, I just did not feel like doing an episode. So I guess I should have posted something, but I'm not going to apologize. I didn't want to force it. I didn't want to just, let me do a card pull. No, I wasn't feeling it. So guess what? I didn't do it. But here I am. So I hope y'all are doing well this morning. Let's see. Whether you're listening to this on a Monday morning or you're listening to it later in the week or next month or even next year. Heck, hope y'all are doing absolutely well. So speaking of spring break, this episode is about intention, presence, and energy directed with love. So whether you call it prayer, intention, Reiki, or just simply love, you know what the truth is? We are all capable of sending, offering, receiving love, receiving energy. So I was in church on Easter Sunday. Nathan was playing, so I had the privilege of playing with the brass. Now, I'm not a brass instrument player, but I have what's called an aerophone made by Roland, not sponsored. But I was covering the French horn part. And so I got the opportunity to play with his fantastic students on Easter. We just did play with the choir, a few different songs. I got to sing with the choir. But I was sitting there on stage waiting for the next piece, the next song to play. And it was right after they were holding communion. And so the pastor, she was standing there. And so she had her hands, if those of you that go to church, you've seen, you know what I'm talking about. They hold their hands over the bread and the wine or juice, whatever church you go to, whatever they're using. I think the Episcopalians use real wine. Let's go there. But she was sitting there and I said, well, look at that. I said, she's sitting there hovering her hand over it. I said, she's doing Reiki. Doesn't even know it. But then I said, that's why I said, whether you call it Reiki or whatever, the fact of the matter is she was setting her intentions, blessing the food, sending out the energy, blessing the wine, the juice. And so it was something familiar to me. And so it was an offering. It was an active offering. She was setting her intention. She was in the moment, sending out that energy just in the presence. And so I realized, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, folks. Who you are, what your traditions are, what your beliefs are. We, folks, are powerful. We are all capable of channeling that energy, setting that intention, sending out that healing, that universal love. And that's what this episode is about. And I'm glad I took a couple of weeks off. Like I said, I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to do anything. And when the time's right, I'm like, I'll jump back into it. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I had the picture made with ChatGPT. I told it what I wanted to do. I said, I want this next episode to be about setting the intentions. And I actually wanted to do a Reiki healing session. Now, I'm not going to do the whole Reiki session, like the whole 14 hand placements of healing, So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set my intentions. I'm going to do a card pull, and I want this card pull to tie into the Reiki session. So when I get to the Reiki session, I'm going to be using my pendulum. And once again, I'm going to be setting that intention. What listener or listeners right now at this moment, what do they need to hear? What do they need to receive? Where does this energy need to go? So before I did the card pull, I set the intention of, you know what, this card pull is going to be for their emotional healing, or this will help them on where they are right now at this moment in their life, this journey. Is it going to help them out mentally, emotionally, spiritually? And I wanted it to tie into the physical healing or emotional healing when it comes to the Reiki part. So it's really cool how it turned out. But we'll get there. So I did the card pull, and I used my to-go-to, which I love. One of my favorites is the Celtic Dragon Oracle deck. Not Oracle deck, the Celtic Dragon Tarot deck. Now that's by DJ Conway and Lisa Hunt. And so the card was the number 18. Now that's the Moon card, and that stands for dreams and intuition. Now the card was inverted, so I'll get into the inverted meaning in just a little bit. So here we go. And if you look at the picture there on the Facebook, Lessons with Wesley Facebook, or Instagram, you'll see the picture. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to read what's in the book. A silvery white dragon is engaged in a celestial dance with a full moon behind her. Her sacred dance creates and raises energy in preparation for magic or manifestation. The dragon dances atop a tangle of roots in a barren landscape, symbolic of creating purpose out of chaos, reality out of illusion. Oh yeah, we're in some chaos and illusions going on right now in the world. Yeah, and we definitely need to find some harmony because we are out of discord. However, the dragon's steps are precise, her knowledge vast. She has left nothing to chance, neither does she allow herself to be tricked by half-truths. If done without a clear, definite purpose, energy raised magically from the phases of the moon produces illusionary power, deceitful images, and daydreams, fed by foundationless imagination. The tangles of past lives have wandered aimlessly in their restless search for gratification without long-term goals. They exist in a barren landscape devoid of color or life. To break the hold these lives exert upon the present, the magician must dance upon them until he or she sees only the truth behind each one. In the dark sky can be seen in ancient Celtic and pagan symbols. Oh yeah, and Artemis, was that the name of it? Artemis 2? That's pretty cool. That just happened. Got to fly around the moon and get some other pictures. So that's pretty awesome that this came up. And so the divinatory meaning, dreams, intuition, you might now be entering more of a intuitive psychic phase in your life. Might be coming unexpectedly, or maybe, you've been trying to reach out and tap into that. This is a time when you act on impulse without thinking things through. People who deal in illusion are drawn into your circle. Secret enemies might be at work. You might have some negative thinking that might be getting in the way of your progress. You might be feeling victimized. And deceptions might be used against you. And the Rider Waite, I looked that up as well, and it too talks about being swept away. And the inverted talks about, yes, things might seem confusing and uncertain, but don't force those things until the people or things are ready. You might be, like it said, you might be entering more of a psychic intuitive phase. Even though things don't seem clear right now, you still need to trust yourself, trust your gut. That first impression, definitely. It talks about trusting yourself and finding empathy with others and all, creatures. And it also talks about you might seem a little uncomfortable, but realize no matter where you are, believe in yourself. and feel that wherever you are, that's where you belong. Feel like you're home. Just be in the moment. So that was pretty cool. And I love about how this card talked about these tanglement of roots. And then said I was going to tie that into wherever the pendulum went on this gingerbread outline of like a gingerbread man. That's what I've got in front of me. And that's what I'm going to be using the pendulum, setting it, and wherever it goes, wherever I feel led, that's where I'm going to focus. So, I mean, if it goes to like the head, I mean, is someone having a, physical trauma or a headache going on, or do they feel tangled like these roots? And so I can't wait to see where it goes. And I love how this card just ties in, especially, the inverted spirituality talks about, it might be time to seek some healing work. And I was like, oh man, that's perfect. And once again, things might not be as clear as you like them to be, but trust your gut, trust your instincts. And like those roots that this dragon's standing on, things might see all twisted up and tied in knots, but trust that it's going to work out. So don't just wait and say, oh, well, I'll step out or take that plunge or take that job or I'll act when everything's clear. Nope. Don't do that. Go ahead and take that step, but just trust your gut and just trust your instincts. Okay. So that is the card pull. So now what we are about to do is we are about to get into the moment, get into the Reiki session and see where this pendulum, this instinct. Now, do I have to use the pendulum? No. Once again, it's just a tool that I like to use to set my intention, just to help guide, where I need to go and just see where it leads. Okay, everyone. All right. So, what I want you to do is I want you to relax, reflect, and stay open. So if you're in a place where you can lie down, or if you want to, get comfortable, you have a comfortable chair, you want to, sit up. Just first, no, I don't guarantee any medical or like a guaranteed healing. I'm just going to put that out there. But just be open to receiving. What are you hearing? What are you feeling? Just like that card says, trust your gut, trust your instinct. Receive what speaks to you and then just wipe away what doesn't. I mean, that's it. It's that simple. So first, just breathe in for 4. Hold it. And breathe out through your mouth for about 6 or 8 seconds. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Just close your eyes. If you got a certain stone or crystal or rock, whatever it is you like to hold, if you've got something near you, grab that, keep it with you. So I want you to visualize this beautiful white light, this silver light streaming down, going through your crown, going through your head, moving through your body, shooting out, going to all appendages, shooting down through your feet, shooting out of your feet and going down into Mother Earth and just grounding yourself and just opening up to that universal love. Let that universal energy, that Reiki, flow. And that's the wonderful thing about Reiki. Reiki can do no harm. I might not know where it needs to go or what you're feeling or going through, but guess what? It does. And once again, receive what's meant for you. Release what is not. All right, so I'm grabbing my pendulum now. I'm going to set my intentions. I want this to go. Guide whomever's listening right now, whether it's on a Monday, whether it's literally the next day after, or whether it's the next one day this week or next week or month or a few months from now or next year in the quantum. What does this person, what do they need to hear? What do they need to receive? Do they have a certain ailment going on right now? Okay, so what I did, it was moving towards the left area. I started off like in the middle of this, I'll just say gingerbread man. It was going towards the left, to the right of the paper. That's the left side of the body where I have it marked. So it was going towards the bottom left of the gingerbread person towards the leg, and so it kind of hovered out and kind of stopped around the left leg. So that might be more the left knee or foot, but it went definitely towards the left. So that's where I'm going to be sending that Reiki. That's where I'm going to be sending that universal energy. But folks, just receive and believe what you're feeling. And if you have an ailment somewhere else, then just direct that focus where it needs to go, because that's, like I said, that's the wonderful thing about Reiki. I might not know, it knows where to go. I'm just the vessel being used. So now I'm just focusing my hands over that area. You might feel a little heat. You might feel a little tingle. You might not feel anything, and that's fine. As you start coming back to your senses, back into yourself, just wiggle those toes, fingers. Receive what you connect to, wipe away what you don't. Thank you for this opportunity and allowing me to have this wonderful little Reiki time. So folks, the moon does not need to be full to guide the night, and neither do you. Trust what you feel and let it lead you forward. Know that these roots in your life, things might seem tangled and all tied up in knots. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust your gut, and Gaia bless you.